On this episode of the Bronze Metalist podcast, we talk about Abyss Calls to Abyss by Skuld. Another episode of the Bronze Metalist. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
We're two professional broadcasters, very professional today.
There he is.
And we like metal and we like to talk about it. It is still February, which means it's female February.
Right.
A month where we talk about the ladies of metal.
That's right.
Specifically, and only the ladies of metal. We may occasionally talk about a band with a prominent female member outside of this month.
Sure.
But this month is only for the ladies.
Right. And I feel like all the ladies we ever talk about would just terrify the hell out of me. I feel
good.
Yeah, that's optimal. I
mean, but yeah, boy, is it February out there.
Oh my God, it's February.
It was nice. It was nice.
Yep, and it's not going to be nice for the rest of the week.
Yeah,
it's going to be 10 degrees every day tops.
The weather took a turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been worse in February.
Yes, it has been worse in February in years past, but it was nice up till now.
Yeah, we were spoiled.
We were spoiled. Like on Saturday, on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
The only thing I did on Valentine's Day is I drove down to Garrison to have a walk around some of the wildlife management areas down there to see if there would be maybe good places for me to go shoot, and the answer, I think, is no. But I had a lovely walk. Yeah. It was a beautiful morning. And beautiful area because it's still cold and the snow is freshly melted. All of the grass is laid down.
Sure.
And it's cold, so there weren't bugs and ticks everywhere. I think it's if it's 40 degrees in February,
that's optimal.
That's great walking around weather because there's none of the gross nasty things that might make a walk in nature unpleasant are around. It was nice. It was lovely.
You know, I got to thinking there's got to be some private land where they're cool with saying, "Hey, we have a back 40."
The answer is usually if you know a guy that has a gravel pit, but I don't know a guy who has a gravel pit. I mean, technically I do.
Sure.
He's my brother-in-law, but he doesn't live up here.
No, he's in Bismarck?
No, one of them is in Mandan. Okay. My other brother-in-law and my sister in Mercer.
Oh, in Mercer.
So that's a bit too much of a drive.
Yeah.
To get down there. The gravel pit is also right next to their house.
Yeah.
Which is all right for, I'm sure, when he wants to do some shooting. I'm sure that's fine for him. But I don't know. I don't know when my nephews like to run around. I'd be afraid.
How fast are they?
Pretty fast. But yeah, the places down there just didn't feel like it's one of those things where it's fully legal to do some target shooting down there on that land, but
it could be still rude. I mean,
it might be rude because there were houses definitely within earshot. They're probably more than a mile away, but still, I just don't want to bother anybody. So I think, despite my misgivings about the gun club, I may just have to just join and deal with the discomfort of some of that money going to the NRA.
How much a month is it?
I don't know a month. I think it's a yearly subscription.
Annual, gotcha.
It's annual. Last year, if you join the full year, because the scaling was weird because it was you pay for the remainder of the year. Okay. Whenever you join.
So they prorate it.
Yeah. I don't exactly know what that means, but I'm sure you're correct.
Okay, gotcha.
But I think the full year was $280, something like that.
Okay.
Which I don't know because the last private range I visited closed a month after I went there.
And it was because of you.
Yeah, it was because it was my fault.
Exactly. It was your fault for breaking your Italian gun.
Yeah, it was like that dumbass with the Chiappa Rhino. He brought down this whole operation somehow. I don't know what that cost, because when I went there,
he's paid for the day.
Because I had just bought a gun.
Oh, sure.
I had free range time.
Oh, cool.
They gave you
bought it through them.
Yeah, they gave you, if you bought a gun from them, they gave you complimentary range time.
I suppose we can talk about the name of the business.
Spartan Firearms.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. It seemed like a cool place. Their gun range was really cool. It was all indoors. They had all electronic like target runners on the ceiling.
Nice.
So nobody has to step on the range to go check targets or anything like that.
Last time I was in that building, I had a steak and a baked potato.
It used to be a restaurant?
It used to be the Speedway.
Okay.
It was what it was called, yeah.
But yeah, the range was really cool. They had like computerized stuff where you could run. I don't know exactly how it worked. I didn't test it, but there was stuff where like you could run drills and whatnot.
Nice. On
the computer next to it. It was really neat, and it made me sad when it closed before I had a working firearm I could shoot there. But I don't know what it cost like per day while you were there, because it's like, I don't see myself going more than once a month.
Sure.
If that. So it's like,
so paying like a $500 annual membership seems a bit excessive.
Yeah, if it's if a private range, which we no longer have, that's the thing, you don't have options. There's no options around here.
We have the City Gun Club.
Yeah, we have the Minot Rifle and Pistol Club, which I'm sure it's a fine organization, but I'm not a fan of the NRA. I'm not. I've never been, I'm a lifelong firearms enthusiast. Never liked the NRA. At least since I've been old enough to understand who they are and what they do.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how that would go with them, but it's like I've got these guns, and I feel like if you have firearms and no place to go shoot them and no intention to go shoot them,
right?
Why do you have them? What's the point?
I mean, cool. You can mount it on the wall. I mean,
self-defense is fine, but you will be able to defend yourself better if you have some experience with the thing you're shooting.
You need proficiency. Hey, if you're listening to this right now and you have like a shooting spot,
if you
that's
live
nearby
in in north central North Dakota and you have a spot where you like to go shoot and have permission to go do so,
let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
I don't know through what, because I don't tend to check messages on our official channels.
Yeah.
Because I'm lazy.
I can't even log into them.
Yeah.
I don't know any passwords or anything.
Well, because they're probably linked to like my Facebook account or something like that. I don't know if they have separate passwords or not. But
you're not even sure.
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I looked at any of them.
Right.
I'm not a social media person.
No. I use Snapchat.
Yeah.
That's what I use.
I had Snapchat when I was in college, and then at some point I uninstalled it because I don't know. I think part of it is getting notifications for like messages that are not sent to me.
Yeah, I kind of have that turned off. I only get notifications because I'm on so many streaks.
Yeah,
that I get messages from those people and those people alone.
Like getting an update is like somebody updated their Snap story. I don't fucking care. I don't care if I am browsing it and seeing like, oh, stories, then I'll look at it. Don't tell me. Don't let me. I don't care.
Don't bother me with that.
Don't bother me with that shit. Yeah, I'm just never really a social media person.
Right.
I don't remember the last time I earnestly checked Facebook. The only times I've looked at Facebook recently have been because people have sent me like a link to a Facebook video over Discord.
And since you're logged on,
and I'll open that, and so it opens Facebook, and I'll see it's like, oh, you have 15 notifications, and 4 messenger notifications, and I never bother looking at them. because I don't know.
Because you're so much better than those people.
Oh yes, yeah. I just don't. I don't know exactly what drove me off of Facebook, other than I think just a distaste for Meta in general.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I guess I'd scroll like Instagram Reels and stuff like that.
Sure.
That's the closest.
Yeah, I do that a little bit.
That's the closest thing I have to like TikTok. But
and then I get people, these messages. You have a message on Instagram. This person who's clearly not actually human wants to follow you.
Yeah. No thanks. No thanks.
I was gonna mention. Hey, see, you follow the clues. What was the first thing I need to do when I get home tonight?
I'm looking at you for clues.
Yeah, there's one you just looked at.
Socks?
Yeah, I need to wash my whites. I need to.
Oh, you're wearing, High Air Ground branded socks right now.
Yeah, they're trampoline
Everyone's
socks.
favorite trampoline. Oh, those are from the place.
Those are from the place. These I got these when I went to go jump on trampolines with the kids.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
And so I had them. I'm like, oh shit, because I looked through my socks this morning. Yeah. Sometimes you buy different types or whatever because this is what's available. This is on sale. And then you get home and it's like, oh, these are slightly different than the other socks that I have.
Yeah.
And so today I pulled out 4 socks out of my sock bin that were all entirely different socks, but did not have a match.
None of the socks matched.
None of the socks matched. So I'm like, well, I guess the only matches I have are these trampoline socks.
I mean, you could just roll with mismatched socks.
I mean, I could.
You could be a real quirky person like that.
Ooh, I'm so weird.
Oh, how free-spirited. Mismatched socks.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're a real manic pixie dream 52-year-old man.
That's me. Yeah.
I've held often that the opposite of manic pixie dream girl is depressive goblin nightmare boy, which
sure
I do feel a certain kinship with.
I feel like that was a Bad Religion song. Yeah.
Depressive goblin nightmare boy. But you gotta wash your socks.
I gotta wash my socks.
Wash your socks.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put a cap full of bleach, and then I'm gonna put a wash pot in there, and it's gonna cost me $2.
Yeah. I last night, part of me was like, okay, I didn't actually have this thought. I was trying to relate it to the laundry thing.
You're trying to connect it, but
no, it didn't happen. No, I slept terribly last night. I think I got to sleep all right, and then I woke up probably at 3-ish in the morning.
Yeah.
And I woke up likely because my body told me that I needed to pee, but my brain didn't get the memo.
Oh, dude, you just wait.
No, I didn't piss my bed, but it's just like it's the classic thing. It's been happening for years where you wake up and you're like, why am I awake? I want to go back to bed. And it takes you 20 minutes to realize you have to pee.
Right.
Because you don't feel like you have to pee.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually just run through a checklist of like, what are all the reasons why I could be awake?
Where am I feeling discomfort right now?
Yeah. And then you go into the bathroom and realize that your bladder was about to explode.
Right.
And you're like, why didn't my body tell me that I needed to pee immediately?
And there you are. You're still so much sleeping, so you're propped up against the wall with both hands.
Yeah. So I eventually realized that I needed to pee. But that was after, long after, when I woke up, came to consciousness, and realized since I had fallen asleep, I had probably sweat about 5 gallons onto my bed. It was so fucking gross. It was like just like gross, nasty. You know, once I came back from the bathroom, it was like I threw my sheets open. It was just huge sweat stain exactly where I was laying.
And it was yours?
Yes, it was my sweat.
Oh, right.
I tend to get kind of sweaty when I sleep because I sleep with a lot of layers because that's more comfortable. But then you get hot.
Do you have the room cold?
Yeah, usually I try to anyway. Because I only have one thermostat in my apartment and it's in the living room. There can be a pretty big temperature differential at times, and I don't want to. I don't want to fuck with that too much.
Sure.
So I got really hot, I got really sweaty, and then I had to find a spot on my bed
that wasn't damp.
Damp and cold. And after I did that, then I stayed awake for another hour because the snow removal crews were out in force.
Beep, beep, beep.
Constant backup noises, constant scraping, and it's like thankful for them. Because it means that I, could drive to work this morning.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, holy shit, so fucking loud.
And I just want to make a side note here because in about 10 years or so, when you're 40, what's going to happen is you're not going to wake up and go, do I have to pee? You're going to wake up and just assume you have to pee.
Yeah.
And that's going to be every goddamn night.
I mean, it is already every night. I already have to pee every night. It's just the coming to the half conscious, not thinking of like, oh, what are the actual reasons why I'm awake right now?
Right.
The answer is always I have to pee.
Right.
Right.
But your brain will train itself to not ask the question.
Anymore. Yeah. I did eventually. It was like, well, perhaps marginally worse quality sleep is better than no sleep at all. So I turned my noise track back on.
Sure.
And I did get back to sleep after that, but it's like, God damn it. Can't, like, that it's another thing where I'm like, man, house would be nice.
It would be nice to have your own place.
Be like snow removal crew, snow removal will still happen, but it's the plow going by once.
Right. And then the rest of the snow removal is going to be on your back.
Yeah. I feel like I would spring for a snowblower.
Hey, what the hell happened to our snowblower today? Did we find out? Did you ask Jay at all?
Technically, we have a leaf blower, is what we have.
Right.
But we use it to blow at least powdery snow when it's an option.
Because there's no trees over the radio station.
Yeah.
But
I did not ask where it was at because I heard it being used when the boss was around last.
So he probably took it home.
He may have taken it home, yeah.
Because it's technically his. So.
That's true. But yeah, to be fair, I always forget it's an option because it's not next to the door.
Right.
When there's snow on like our steps and whatnot.
And there are not a lot of steps. It's not a lot of work.
Yeah, it's not a lot of work to shovel them off, and the shovels are right there. So I grab the shovels and forget that we have, an automated battery-powered thing that would be, honestly, very fun to use.
And by the way, I have to say the reason I said thank you this morning was sincere.
Yeah.
But as I'm walking through the snow and I'm looking at the snow shovels, I'm like, I'm gonna get some water and maybe I'll work on this. My legs hurt, my back hurts. I'm so in pain already, but I guess. And then I saw you walk around. Oh, thank God.
the young man.
The young man's good.
The strapping young lad. Devin Townsend is here.
Heavy Debbie will take care of the snow on the steps.
Yeah, it's like it just didn't seem like, and like you said, it's not a lot to clean off either. So, snow's no problem. There's no problem. But yeah, I don't know what happened to that to that leaf blower, but
maybe we should ask him.
Maybe. But yeah, I feel like I'd probably get a snow blower. If I had a place. It also really depends on where. Like how much you have to remove kind of depends on where you're at, because there's a lot of places that don't have fucking sidewalks, and not all houses have driveways either.
Now let me tell you this. Here's a little from me to you as a former homeowner. If you want to get in good with all the people on your street,
get a snowblower.
Buy one of them motherfuckers
and
clean off their sidewalks.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I got the time, I will absolutely do that because that looks fun as hell.
Make sure it's pointed at their house, though.
As like I've read stories, on like Reddit and whatnot of people talking about like how nice it is that there will be like a retired guy in their neighborhood who just mows people's lawns and snow blows because they like it.
Right.
Because they're like, yeah, this is fun.
Occasionally he has a plate of macaroons in front of his door,
It's just like this man's holding up the whole damn neighborhood.
Right.
Just because he enjoys the act of this simple labor. And those people are the best. I feel like if I had like a snowblower, as long as it like worked,
right? Like you get a sturdy one. Don't buy cheap crap. Right?
Like if it's one that refuses to ever start, then I can see that being a big pain in the ass. Like I don't know if I've ever used a push mower or a weed whacker that I would describe as a pleasant experience because starting them is always a massive pain in the fucking ass. I've never been good at it.
Have you ever taken apart a Briggs & Stratton engine?
I have, yes. Shop class. Yeah. When I was in high school.
I have in front yard. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this? What is this green shit in the carburetor? Yeah. God damn it.
I think the electric ones are getting pretty good at this point.
I had an electric weed eater when I had a home. And
when you had a house.
When I had a house.
You still have a home.
I still have a home. But it was just one of those things where I had to have two outdoor extension cords tied in a knot in the middle and plugged into one another. And then I got the range of the whole home. And you know what? It was great. I liked it.
Well, and they got the battery-powered ones now.
Oh, sure.
Yep. The brand that our blower is.
Oh, sure.
They've got all kinds of battery-powered lawn stuff. Mm-hmm. I guess I don't know exactly what the reputation is, but I've seen like battery-powered push mowers and stuff. If you got a small yard, probably works just fine. You don't have to have a gas can.
Right.
It seems as long as they actually cut well. What's the harm?
There really are improvements. And the thing is, though, is that as far as snowblowers go, I don't think I'd ever trust a battery snowblower.
I don't know. I mean, the cold definitely I can see being an issue. But as far as like power and torque, like the ability, like that's the thing. That's the thing with like electric cars is they got torque out the ass.
Right.
As far as I know, I'm not a car expert. I just have a basic understanding that electric vehicles tend to have very high amounts of torque.
Right.
So I don't know all the other mechanics in a snowblower, but I imagine that torque sort of thing is important for this rotating thing that's got to move heavy stuff.
Right.
It seems like that would be important. But yeah, the battery life in the cold, I do wonder if you keep it in the garage and the garage is, decently heated, and then it's on and running while you're outside, maybe that wouldn't be a problem. Right. I don't know. Also, when we tend to get a lot of snow, it also doesn't tend to be all that cold outside.
Right. Yeah. When it gets too cold, and this is not an actual thing. I mean, it's just it's a correlation, not a causation.
Yeah.
That when they say it's too cold to snow here, that's not a thing.
It could snow. It's just the fact that it is that cold.
Has sucked all the moisture out of the air.
Yeah, all the moisture has already fallen out of the air by the time it gets that cold. On the way to the coldest temperature, all the moisture in the air froze and fell out as snow, and the temperatures continued to plummet and then remain there for a month. At least that tends to be the way it works in North Dakota. That's why like places like Buffalo, New York get feet upon feet upon feet of snow every year, is because it never gets all that cold and they have so much more moisture.
Right, because they're not far from the ocean.
Yeah, and they're right next to Lake Erie too.
That too, yeah, they're between Lake Erie and the ocean. Yeah,
they're in the Great Lakes. They've got lake effect and the ocean's nearby.
Which is what causes hurricanes in Minot, is Lake Sakakawea.
Yes, classic.
That's what we have.
High Plains hurricanes.
That sounds like it would be a drink.
A High Plains hurricane. Yeah. Sir, that's a tornado.
You got one of them High Plains hurricanes.
An F5.
An F5.
I mean, we had one of those over the summer. I remember when they revealed that it was an EF5, I was like, oh, shit.
Damn. Yeah, that was in southeast North Dakota.
That was in Epping.
Epping. So there'll be western North Dakota.
Oh, actually, was it in Epping? Was it in Epping?
Epping is close to Williston.
Okay, maybe it wasn't Epping. Where was it? Yeah, it definitely wasn't there. If that's, I don't know why that. I don't know where my phone is. Oh, it's being charged over here.
Right.
Yeah, that.
It was an F5. It destroyed some serious shit.
But I mean, considering what it could have destroyed, it didn't do a whole lot because North Dakota, thankfully, if it had hit somewhere where there was things to destroy, I mean, people died.
Yeah.
To be fair.
People, 5 people, was it?
I thought it was 3.
Maybe it was 3. And it was a small, odd number.
Yeah, but in any case, considering like F5s that have hit populated areas in the past, could have been much worse.
Right. I saw this documentary where there were these several F5 tornadoes. It was in Oklahoma, and there was this cow flying around in the tornado.
Was Bill Paxton there?
No.
Are you sure?
He was like, game over, man.
Wrong movie.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, no, but no, he really was.
Enderlin.
Enderlin.
Different E town in North Dakota. Enderlin.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Bill Paxton. It was Bill Pullman.
It was Bill Pullman and Helen Mirren.
What? Why Helen Mirren?
I don't know, Helen Hunt.
Oh, okay.
Different Helen.
No, it was Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter?
Holly Hunter? Holly Hunt?
I thought it was Helen Hunt.
Well, no, I was
Holly
continuing
Hunter.
the bit.
Okay, gotcha.
I thought your question was, is that her name?
All you were doing was
I'm talking about
confusing me.
I'm talking about Mrs. Incredible.
We had we had a discussion about this today. Our coworker there in the office, she was saying, I'm really usually a very smart person. She says, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I get pretty fucking ditzy every now and then. So, that's all of us. That's all of us.
Yeah. I can't remember. If you ask me to remember a person's name under any other circumstances, it'd be right there.
Sure.
I'd remember exactly who it is. But the moment I try to remember somebody's
it's
name,
like you're forcing it.
It disappears from my mind.
It's like your brain is like a non-Newtonian fluid.
Yeah, it's you hit it hard,
and then you get resistance.
It's just firm. Yeah. You gotta slowly sink your fingers into the goop.
Right.
That is my brain.
Yeah.
It's just my brain is a non-Newtonian fluid.
Right. Try to force it.
It's
firms
all
up on you.
just flour and cornstarch.
That's
or whatever the hell.
Water and cornstarch.
Water and cornstarch. Okay. I know there's cornstarch in there. Yeah. I never did that experiment at the science fair.
You never made what is it? What is it called?
See, it's happening.
The name of the fluid.
I don't know.
I wanted to say Euclid, but that's not it.
Euclid?
Euclid. Here's looking at Euclid.
Well, Euclid's like a geometry thing.
Right, Euclidean geometry.
Yeah.
There was a guy who wrote a book called Here's Looking at Euclid. And it was a book about geometry. Yeah, it was.
Geometry was my least favorite math class.
Nice.
Do you want to talk about Skuld?
Sure.
So Skuld is an Italian death metal / punk, hardcore punk project, sort of a crossover there. I would say to my ear, at least this album is much more death metal than it is hardcore, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There are occasional riffs here and there where I'm like, oh, that's a very punky sort of hardcore riff. But for the most part, I would say this feels much more death metal. I guess the lead vocal, it leans much more punk most of the time, but there are backing vocals that are much more death metal as well.
Right.
So there definitely is a balance.
I think the vocals to me sound a lot of post-punk and post-metal.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, this is definitely it's a modern band.
Yeah.
I didn't do a whole lot of research about this band.
I didn't find a lot about them.
I don't know if there's necessarily a whole lot of information. I don't know necessarily how popular they are. It seems like this album, at the very least, got some relatively positive press. Not from a lot of like big publications that I could see.
Right.
But it seemed like people were pretty fond of this album, which makes sense. It's a fucking sick album.
They call themselves occult feminists.
Yeah, the like lyrics and the vibe is very anti-misogyny, very anti-fascist, very very punk, very very punk, which you love to see.
Yeah, especially nowadays.
Especially in this day and age. Well, I mean, as my understanding is, like, politically, Italy is in not a particularly different place from us here in the U.S. in this day and age. There has been a pretty massive sort of conservative surge in Italy over recent years, as I understand.
Yeah.
So I think they're in kind of a similar spot to us in this day and age, unfortunately.
By the way, I saw a video, it was an old video from 30 years ago, of Alice in Chains on stage, and Lane Staley sees a guy out in the audience. He's out there. He's giving the salute, and he's wearing a shirt with the crooked cross on it. And Lane's like all smiles. He says, "Hey guy, come on, would you come up here on stage?
Yeah.
Come on, come on up." And he gives him a hand, and he pulls him up on stage, and then he cleans his fucking clock.
I'm pretty sure there's a bolt thrower show at one point, where the band got in a little bit of trouble because there was like a skinhead or something there. I think they went after him with a baseball bat. This might be apocryphal, or I might be misremembering it, but I seem to remember there being an incident with bolt thrower, a Nazi, and a baseball bat. Which is awesome.
Yeah.
But I might be misremembering that. But it's like that. Have you seen the video of that shit ass kid who was walking around his school talking about I support ICE, I support ICE?
They
and then
made shirts of that.
Yeah,
have you seen the shirts
with the guy's face on it with the punch?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That kid's my hero. Just like you're gonna get in trouble. Okay.
Well, let's make it worth it, then.
Yeah, just like he doesn't give a shit. That kid's awesome. But
there's also that video going around of was it the pizza place, or is it a sub shop employee, like customer service, like young 20s or late teens, and these three girls came in to kick her ass for some reason, and then the girl just threw them around like rag dolls.
Actually had some self-defense training.
She's usually like an MMA fighter. They didn't know,
Those videos are always great.
Yeah, they are.
Some dipshit thinks they're going to kick somebody's ass.
Yeah.
Doesn't know how to
swing
fight
at me.
at all. Yeah.
Swing at me.
One hit. They are always on the ground. It's good to see.
Yeah, it is. It does my heart good.
Yes. But anyway, Scald. So yeah, I don't know how long they've been around. It seems like they've made a decent number of albums, I guess.
They have a following somewhat.
I ought to have done a little bit more research or tried to dig a little bit more. I was doing some other stuff. I was finishing up my last mini from my box.
I just had somebody say, "Have you heard this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, no, what the fuck is it? Oh, hey, they're ladies. Hey, we're talking about ladies this month. And I listen to them, I'm like, fuck me.
This is fucking awesome.
This is awesome.
This is rad as hell.
Another thing I hear a lot of in here that maybe you don't because you haven't heard enough of that band?
What is it?
Slayer. I hear a lot of Slayer in here.
I can see it from what I know of Slayer. On the hardcore side, maybe it's just because they have a new album out.
Slayer does?
No, not Slayer. On the hardcore side, I heard some like Converge-ish riffs here and there.
100%.
By the way, there is a new Converge album out, which is called Love Is Not Enough. That's pretty good. I've listened to it once all the way through so far. Pretty solid album. Not their best, but
it's not Jane Doe.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing of Converge is
everything's going to be compared to that.
They kind of peaked in 2001, but not that the stuff they've made since then has been bad, but it was I always want it to be a little weirder than it ends up being. That's why I liked Blood Moon so much. Is Blood Moon was weird and different.
Well, yeah.
But
it's good.
But yeah, the Love Is Not Enough is a pretty solid album.
Okay.
But I heard some of the more hardcore riffs definitely did remind me of Converge.
And some of the vocals.
Yeah, not terribly different from what Jake Bannon does. Definitely more because he very much comes from the hardcore punk school of just yell really fucking loud.
Right, and I like because they do the same thing with Jake's voice that they kind of did with her voice, is sort of bury it a little bit, and to make it just sound so loud.
Yes. And it just becomes part of like the cacophony of the band. But there's I think there's two vocalists. I don't think the more classic death metal vocals are the same as the lead vocalist. Right. But I thought that was a good fusion. You get the best of both worlds there. And I think also like the death growls work really well as like a background to the more shouting oriented like hardcore vocals.
Yeah,
they work surprisingly well together. Which bringing it back to Converge, they kind of do that with Nate Newton's backing vocals as well. Mm-hmm. He has a more classic kind of metal scream vocal that he tends to do as his backing vocals. Mm-hmm. But I really liked this.
Yeah, so did
this
I.
was a lot of fun to listen to.
I listened to this 3 times.
I started doing stuff and I went, oh fuck, I gotta start listening to this.
Put in your earbuds and kept painting your mini.
Yeah. I really, really enjoyed this. Mm-hmm. I only found 3 reviews in my quick search that had numbers on them. Came out to 81.6 out of 3.
Nice.
Which is pretty good. Mm-hmm. Pretty solid score. This album slaps, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think we need to say.
Yeah, this album absolutely slaps. What's your favorite song?
My favorite song in this, I want to get the name right. Wear the Night as a Velvet Cloak.
We are in sync lately. I feel like we've had a pretty decent run of picking the same favorite song. Uh-huh. Part of the reason why I picked it as my favorite song is they have a variation of the riff.
Yes.
They have a variation of the I will always remember it as the Avenged Sevenfold riff from Unholy Confessions.
Yes.
But it's really a death riff, I think. I can't remember what there's a song.
It's a Schuldiner riff.
Yeah, it's a variation of like a Schuldiner riff that's been done so many times over the years in so many variations. But they have like a variation on that riff. And every time I hear it now, I'm like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because it's good.
It's great.
It's a good riff. Every time you hear it, you're like, oh, shit's about to get real. And yeah, they open up the song with that, and that's kind of the main riff of the track, and I always love hearing it.
There it is.
There it is. I don't even know how to describe, because I don't have the musical vocabulary to describe how that riff actually goes.
I mean, it really is a classic thrash metal riff.
Yeah.
And it's chords and it's individual higher notes.
Yeah.
With a specific rhythm.
I only know the Avenged Sevenfold one to like mouth the sound, but
I do like your
yeah, it sounds very almost kind of ska.
Yeah.
Pick it up. I thought that track was awesome. Mm-hmm. Track kicked ass. All the songs kick ass.
They do.
This is just a very fun album. I don't know, very high energy. I felt like I needed this in my night, as tired as I've been all day because of the fucking snow plows last night.
See, I woke up at 1 this morning. I woke up at 1 this morning and I'm like, well, okay, here's what I'm gonna do, because I don't think about it anymore. I peed.
Go to the bathroom.
And then I got out of bed. I went to the bathroom, I peed, and I lay down. I'm like, okay, it's 1:21. I could probably just gonna lay here until 7:15, and then I'm gonna get up and take a shower and go into work.
Yeah.
And then I closed my eyes for a moment. I looked at my clock and it said 6:45. I'm like, score.
Yes. That's on one hand you're like, oh no, now it's time to get up. On the other hand, it's like, oh, I actually slept that whole time.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's how I looked at it.
That's a good way to look at it. But I think one of the other things on nights like last night that fucks with me is when you go to bed, when it's like, because we're here in the middle of town,
right?
You look out the window and it's bright orange,
sure,
because of all the lights reflecting off of the snow crystals in the air.
And the clouds.
It's not dark at all.
No.
And it's sort of, I think it kind of fucks with your circadian rhythm a little bit because your brain's like, it's daytime, motherfucker.
Right, because I'm on the other.
It was brighter last night than it was all day.
Yeah, it was bright orange.
Yeah.
I'm on the North Hill. You're on the South Hill.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah.
But what do you what kind of metal do you bestow upon this album, like Maskanata to Chewbacca?
I give it a gold.
I'm gonna give it a high silver.
Okay.
I liked it a lot, but it was like, yeah, this is rad. But you know,
but that's
it was
where
rad.
you're at. Cool.
Yeah, that's
right.
where I was. That's where I'm at with it. I do want to listen to more of their stuff and see what they have to offer.
Like their older stuff, their ska stuff.
Yeah, they started out as a ska band. Right. They're actually No Doubt.
Yeah. That's Gwen Stefani right there.
Yeah, Gwen Stefani sounds a little different on this one. Next week, speaking of fun, I presume this album is going to be fun. Okay. I haven't listened to it.
Our final female February.
It's a band that has a very fun aesthetic. I've seen videos of them performing on like the doom metal subreddit. They seem like they are a blast. A band called Castle Rat.
I love Castle Rat!
So we're talking about the Bestiary.
Yes!
Or Bestiary, I suppose.
Yeah. I love Castle Rat.
Yes, we're going to be talking about Castle Rat next week.
Yay!
I'd wondered if you'd heard about them.
Of course.
They seem pretty rad. So I was like all, the last couple of months, I was like, I think I'm going to have to bring Castle. If OJ doesn't bring Castle Rat to Female February, I will have to.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll talk about the Bestiary next week. But until then, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our podcast feed on whatever podcast service you're using to listen to us. And thank you very much for listening to another episode of the Bronze Metalist Podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
Congratulations.